All right, I decided to come back outside today for another daily Gramle. Let's see what we have to work with here. Uh, Pretty good, short vowel, probably something like schwa, followed by a voice stop, probably a buh, given the looks of the release burst there. I want to say ah, it might be a little bit lower. Sorry, not lower, but F1 is lower, so it might be a little bit higher, like maybe an O. Uh, a okay, and so this at the end uh, looks like an S, something like ta. It might be another pa release burst here. There's a lot of frication in here. I feel like that doesn't really mean anything. So what we have is something like a bups, a butts. We can try a butts. Again, right now it's a question of like, should we go with something that makes sense, or should we just read the phonetics? And we will go with something that's actually a word, not the phonetics. I don't know about this here. That looks, F1 looks too low for that. A bots. We'll try this. Let's see what happens. Nope. Okay, interesting. So I missed little stop release burst at the beginning there, because that does not begin with a schwa. So yeah, I was a little not sure about the S here because this comes down a little bit low. So this is probably a sh. There's a release burst here, so it's not voiced. If this isn't a sh, like the option would be like a cha or maybe a ja, I guess. Yeah, so anyways, this thing at the beginning is so weak that kind of has to be a buh, and then has to be a schwa after. And I'm still, this looks like a buh here as well, except actually a voice one. So bubbage, bubbage, but I don't know. Babatch, babotch. Well, I think we're gonna go with nonsensical phonetics here. We've seen so many L's. I just don't want to discount the possibility this might be like an ol. Bubbles, maybe. No, I don't think so because they wouldn't transcribe that as like a syllabic L, and that would leave us with not enough or too many phonemes really. So, whatever. Let's. I don't think it's an ah, but we'll put that in there. We'll put the ja in here as well. What happens? Yeah, so it's an ah. Okay. I think that was my initial thought, and then I talked myself out of it. So there's something going on here at the very beginning, a weak release burst that's not buh. This is an interesting one. Not a ja at the end. Maybe just a sh. A bosh. Debosh. What on earth is that? Gabosh. So, yeah, I mean, if it's not a B, it'd be weird for pabash. This is not an S. I guess it's got to be a cha. I'm not entirely sure why I didn't guess that. So, what is a botch? I don't know. Let's keep guessing. That's why they give us 5. Okay, got that. This is going to be some, like, I don't normally think of this as like 5 phonemes, like answer, I'm sure. A botch, da botch. Rabotch, gabotch, kabotch, kabotch, kaibotch. Kibosh. Is that kibosh? No. Kibosh is as close as I can get. Kibosh. Okay, whatever. Let's try D. All right, debauch. Debauch. Okay. I got you. Okay.
Debauch.
Yeah. So, right. Good example. I have this as more of an open O, or at least a rounded low vowel. And I think I was saying that, like I talked myself out of this being an ah because it's a little bit too low because it's rounded. Debauch rather than debauch. But that's very subtle. But it misled me in the phoneme guessing game. It's funny as well that this D at the beginning is so weak. That looks like their normal bilabial release bursts. Oh well, probably could have done that one better. But I've been having a good streak of luck lately. Maybe tomorrow I should go back inside. All right, see ya.